When I started Air and Snow, a lot of the sexiness and kind of the glamour of skiing had evaporated in the 90s. My concept was bring that sexiness back to the sport. We're constantly adapting, trying to take advantage of the new technology and the new concepts that are out there. This day and age, I don't care what kind of product you make, you need to be responsible about your process. There's no excuse.
At Tfilu, we've always endeavored to use as many sustainable fabrics as possible, so we really use the fabrics to guide us and to form a framework for our collection.
A lot of what we've been doing is trying to work with fabrics that have certification, so it takes the guesswork out of it, and we know if it's GOTS or OECOTEX. Design and sustainability have to live together.
The way we think about the business, number one, has changed the most. We've been in the business for a very long time, and it really helped us figure out what sustainability meant in the fashion world, because most of that came within like the actual textiles.
The solution is to encourage consumers to make small choices in the right direction. Ultimately, the people that are voting are the people that are buying. They can't do that unless they're offered those choices.
We've always tried to be sustainable, but once we got into the program and we did the cradle to cradle 2 days crash course, you felt there's so much still to do. What we try to do is to focus on the things that would make a difference within our collection, which is basically transferring some of the core groups in the collection to be more sustainable, like the drape, which is the viscose yarn.
I started Brother Valleys with the goal of preserving and creating artisanal jobs in Africa. We didn't have a shortage of shoes, but what we did have was a shortage of opportunity for people in Africa. It's really about changing the conversation. It's bigger than us. I don't think that anyone should be starting anything these days if they're not doing it consciously.
Why would you buy something that didn't have a good story behind it?
Fortunately, we are in a time where it is finally being spoken about, that every aspect of your life, you really have to be thoughtful.
It's not as hard as you think. It really isn't.
I really believe in loyalty. I've been working with the same people from the beginning in India, and as well in Mexico. I work with a community of women. The most important, it starts how you treat people at the beginning. I want to try to get more involved with the women because I know I can make big changes in their lives. If I can help them there, it will be a change for generations.
Incremental change can be really powerful. The smallest decision can have a huge impact on your business or a different part of the world.
We discovered that through our product and our process, we can really reach the lives of every woman. It's our job to deliver that message and put that power in our customers' hands. Women that buy that product, they know that profits are going into the White Shirt Project and being shared with Freedom for All Foundation that fights human trafficking and slavery, or part of that money goes into artisan development in India or Peru. How do you make your customer feel like they're empowered?
I think our customer is someone who is really conscientious of sustainable lifestyles. We wanted to start first with having the product speak for itself. We've switched over the majority of our sourcing so that we do have close connections with the vendors. We only work with stone dealers and stones that specialize in that traceability.
It's time that our industry woke up. It's time our industry became responsible. What I can bring to the table is make sustainability sexy. I want to make sure that impact is sexy, impact is glamorous, and that's what I do. People always used to say, oh, it's fashion, you're not saving lives. And 5 years later, I can turn around and say to them, actually I am.